Hey everyone, Eugene Fedorowski from EugeneFedorowski.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I hope you're crushing it in your network marketing business and you're on the way to accomplish all the goals that you set out for yourself this week. And today, I have a question for you. When building a network marketing business, should you build deep or wide? Stay tuned to find out. Let me first explain what was behind that question. So, building deep is typically where you focus on several key people that you sponsor personally and you work with them to build their teams. That's called building deep. Building wide is commonly reference to you going out and sponsoring as many people as you possibly can front line and focusing on doing that, as opposed to you sponsor Joe, you sponsor John, you sponsor Mary, you sponsor Susan, you sponsor Sarah, and so on and so forth. So you're constantly going wide. Now, there's benefits and disadvantages to both, and I'll share them in my opinion of what I think about them. So, building wide, let's tackle that first. Building wide is great because you're relying on yourself and yourself only. So you are responsible for your business. You are responsible for your results. So if your goal is to make $10,000 a month, the first way to figure out how you're going to do things is by planning out how you personally, what actions you need to take in order to hit $10,000 a month. So you're putting yourself as the person in charge of your business. You're not relying on the 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 people you're going to be sponsoring along the way. So that is one of the prime reasons to go wide, because you are responsible for yourself. Now, one of the negatives about going wide and only concentrating on going wide is the fact that you're not spending time with people that you're putting in. So it's like a leaking bucket. You keep putting water in and stuff still flows out. And then you put more water and more water comes out, and so on. So that's not exactly the best way of approaching business either. So let's tackle going deep. So the advantage of going deep is that you get to build a team of multi-generations that is going to be standing there whether you're growing a business or not. If you go on vacation, the team is still going to be there. It's not all about you like it is if you go wide. Because typically, if you're constantly putting just people in front line and no one else you're not teaching other people how they can do the same thing. If you go on vacation and somebody has a question, everything revolves around you. So that's a downside. Now, regarding going deep, you're building a foundation of leaders who are building a foundation of leaders and so on and so forth. Now, the downside of that is that you're putting your eggs in somebody else's basket. You're putting somebody else in charge of your business. So you're finding the 2-3 leaders and you're going through them in order to find other people. And you're relying on somebody else's work to do the work, to provide you with the context and whatnot. So, the answer to the question, should you go deep or should you go wide, is both. You should go deep and you should go wide. Now, let me share one great thing that I learned from Top Earner Academy last week, or was it? Yeah, last week. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Almost 2 weeks ago. So, Nicola Smith Jackson, superstar in network marketing. She earned $1 million, more than $1 million, the first year she went into network marketing. Now, results may vary, and they usually vary, but she taught us about taprooting. And essentially, taprooting is exactly what I mentioned before. That's you working with people that in your downline that are doing something. So let's say you sponsor John. John doesn't do much. But what John does is he somehow sponsors Susie. And Susie doesn't do anything either, but she sponsors Joe. And Joe decides to run with this thing. So you see that Joe is constantly producing. So what you would do is you would reach out to Joe and work with him one-on-one in order to grow a strong network marketing business for him and teach him the proper steps. The reason why taprooting is great is that it can catch the fire of his upline, the people between you and Joe that are not doing much, like Susie and John. So that is one of the benefits of taprooting. So you look for people who are producing, you reach out to them as the upline, and then you show them the things that they may not know that it takes to build a strong business. Another benefit of taprooting is, going back to what I said before, is building a stronger foundation. Now, I believe that the goal, and I heard this from Ray Higdon, I believe, is that the goal in network marketing is to get to the front of the room as fast as possible. Because the people in the front are the ones who make the money. So your goal is to build a big team, get in front of the room, and then get to the back of the room as fast as possible. Meaning, take yourself out of the picture. Don't make your team all about you. Yes, it's fantastic for the ego. Yes, when the team revolves around you like all the planets revolve around the sun, you are the beam of light for everyone. But the downside of that is that people don't think that they can do what you do. If you go on vacation, if you don't have leaders strong enough to maintain the team, the whole thing is going to crumble the moment you cannot attend to stuff. So that's the aspect of getting to the back of the room. Teach people to be independent. Teach people to be able to build this business and give them tools that will allow them to build this business like a real business, where it doesn't revolve around them. Because typically a business does not revolve around one person. If a business is built a proper way, I'm not talking about just network marketing, but a traditional business as well, it's usually a synergy of people working together. So that's my tips for you today. I hope you did find this useful. I hope you understand the positives and negatives of both wide and deep. I do have a few more things that I can share with you. If you want to learn them, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at eugene@eugenefedorovsky.com, or you can send me a message on Facebook. I'll be more than happy to chat with you, give you some more tips, as well as if you have a video idea that you want me to cover in a future video, I'll be more than happy to entertain that and make a custom video for you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you continue crushing it this week, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.